Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Journey to Winning Anyway Life. I am Life Pastor Kyle, and I am excited about walking you this morning into your weekend, winning in everything you do. Hello, Mike Fernandez. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you, sir. Hello, Mabel Rice. Good morning. Good morning. I want you to come on in, prepare yourselves. Hello, Shawanda Parker, Ivan Rice, Chris Blake. How you doing, man? Listen, this music is amazing. This is Apostle Gaddy's brother and my friend for years. Hey, Roy Sales. It's called Rites of Passage by Jeremy Gaddy. I want you to look him up. Get some good music for Saturday morning, cleaning the house. And, he's a drummer, so I am definitely into that. Hello, Maria Alexandria. Miss Hamilton, good to see you. The CD is called, by Jeremy Gaddy, it's called Something to Say. It's amazing that they've had us wearing masks and trying to keep us and cover us, and things have been going on in our life and things have been happening to keep our voice. But he's a drummer and he has a voice in so many ways, and so it's amazing, y'all. So enjoy this morning. I want you to get yourself ready. Chandria, good to see you. Go ahead. God bless. It's just an amazing morning. It's a wonderful Friday morning. It's brisk outside early. It will get warmer later. But I want to help you with something this morning. And I won't be long. I will not be long this morning. I just want to be able to help you. Dexter, how you doing, sir? Good to see you, man. I hope all is well with you and life. Hope all is well with all of you in life. We have to just now. Veronica Galilee, good to see you. Manny Saeed. Listen, we're preparing actually for our last coaching of this quarter on Monday. Monday the 22nd, this coming Monday at 7 o'clock. It's going to be on Zoom. There is a fee. There's a fee. But it's a 2-hour class that we sit together, go back through all the things we've been through. Good morning to Wanda Carr. We've been through for the last Friday mornings. Mr. Holloway, good to see you. And then there's some extra things added. You get a chance to ask questions, talk, get clarity on this subject that we've been on for the whole month. And hey, Dexter, got you, man. Listen, the reality of it is we have to break your financial barriers. Any barrier you have in life, we have to break those before God can really expand your life in a different way. Hello, First Lady. Good to see you this morning. It is Friday, y'all, and we're on our way to Passover and Resurrection Week and so many things. And some of you, I'm just here to help you get through Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You may not make it to next week. You may not, you have so much going on. And I'm just here to give you some encouragement right now. Hey, Kevin Matthews. So listen, I'm ready to get into it. Am I early? Yeah, I think I'm pushing early, but I'm sure ready, y'all. Is anybody else ready except me? I'm ready. But I'm trying to make sure we get this thing together. I want to help you break your financial barriers. So many of us were raised so many different types of ways and so many different kinds of ways that we don't have clarity on how to just function in principle of our life. We don't have clarity on how to walk through and do some things that will benefit us financially. And we have to start with our heart. We have to start with our mind. We have to start with, our spirit. What is it that drives us to do better in life? Good morning, Chris Wells. Listen, y'all, again, this is not my church. Hey, Shawanda Parker. This is not my church live. This is actually my coaching that I do beyond church, beyond the walls of the building, which we've been out of actually for a year now. But beyond the walls of the building of just church and religion, you have to learn to pay your bills and pay them on time and build credit and build a good name for yourself and build a good life for yourself and build a future for yourself. And then for those of us who have kids, that you leave, I don't have any biological kids, but I have some real kids, Hello, Miss Simmons. And so what you have to do is the Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children and his children's children. And what that means is you have an opportunity to do something great in life, to leave something behind. So when you leave, there is a blessing left behind. So our job is not just for us to live life, living, loving, and laughing. That last L should be legacy, that you leave something for someone. Hello, Dolores Bell. That you leave something for someone that comes after you. And so that's what I'm here for this morning. I want to talk about breaking your financial barriers, breaking your financial barriers. I want you not to worry about situations or struggles. Just focus on breaking financial barriers. Oftentimes we give ourselves, we don't give ourselves enough credit. We pull back in who we really were created to be in our life, in our living, in our purpose. So I want to talk to you about breaking your financial barriers, because right now it's really time for us to push beyond it all. Listen, let me help you real quickly. There are some things in your life that are simply distractions from your destiny. They have nothing to do with your life. There are some people in your life. I'm in your head already, Dexter. I'm just trying, man. Look, there are some people in your life that are not really important at all. I don't mean to be mean. They're just distractions from your destiny. You know, you have to understand that sometimes, hey, Trish Wells, sometimes the enemy will send distractions. And the distractions are only in your life to throw you off balance while you're walking across a plank. So you fall off the plank and you end up having to start all over again. And we get frustrated and we decide, I won't even walk to the other side. Even though I know the grapes are there, even though I know my better is there, even though I know my prosperity is there, I don't cross because I fell off. And the only reason I fell off is because of distractions. And so sometimes you have to reevaluate your life and get yourself ready to push beyond it all. Okay, let's move, Trish. Mike Carter wrote a book on success, Carter, Korda, Michael Carter. And the book on success, he was the original chief editor for Time magazine some years ago. Michael said this. He said, the first quality of making money is energy. Yeah. The first quality of making money is energy. And so I began to look at that in a whole different way. And I felt that thing. And hey, Eric Trotman, Canvas Book of Sap, been missing you. I hope you're well. Hope all is well. Yeah, hope all is well. I was like, is she gonna make it to the class on Monday? Hope the family is well and everything is well. So listen, the first quality of making money is energy. Okay? And what it is it's the energy you give off and the energy that you attract. Let me say it again. It's the energy. And sometimes what blocks it? Remember financial barriers? It's the enemy that blocks it. But when you want to have money in your life, it's the energy that you give off and the energy that you attract. What do you mean? I mean, you have to be able to move quickly on some things. You have to make some things happen. The other day I was messing with my wife and she gonna give me for telling this. You know, I have spur of the moment, prophetic, big unctions. Somebody asked me, explain big, prophet. Explain big, coach. Explain big. When you say big unctions, explain that. Mama Pat, God bless you. Good to see you. Explain. Somebody asked me, please give me permission. Somebody asked me, explain what big is. Explain. Good morning, Tisa Collier. Explain. Hey, Joel and Wiley Shelvin. Somebody asked me, explain what big unctions are. Explain what a big unction is. And I think I'll tell you if somebody just asks me. I don't want to be rude and just start a conversation without people paying attention or without people having the opportunity to engage in the conversation. I'm a conversational person. Hey, Manny, I'll explain. Okay, I got Manny. I'll explain it because I'm conversational. Good morning, Tiffany. Good to see you. I woke up the other morning, Eric Trotman, and I looked at her and I said, hey, you ready to go buy a house today? I literally said it to her. And because she knows when I wake up with this thing canvas and I said, are you ready to go buy a house today? I just looked at her because I told you guys for some months, you're supposed to go look at your dream things. Does not mean a house. Some of you simply means buying new furniture for your whole house. Some of you, it means buying a car. Some of you, it means buying land. Some of you, it means going to get a space to open your business. Next month is going to be amazing. I'm coaching on the business within, not the job you go to, but what have you been born to do? Not what just pays your bills, but what feeds your soul. That's next month. That's April's coaching. I'm pushing Monday right now. Listen, so I said, are you ready to buy a house? And she said, she looked at me real carefully. And because she understands the power of energy, you know what she said? No, baby. Because she knew that if she agreed with me, that we would have signed for a house that day. We would have went and picked the house. Because sometimes you have to pull that trigger. You have to break your financial barriers. You can't always be playing it safe. Faith does not play it safe. Sometimes winning does not play it safe. You have to push yourself beyond, break your barriers. Oftentimes you see runners who run a race and they run hard and they run fast, and you see them run as hard as they can. And then at the end, when they cross the finish line first, they fall to the ground. They may scratch their leg and scratch their arm. But what they're saying is, I won because I gave it my all. Are you tired of losing, saying I could have did better? Are you tired of missing out, saying I should have did this, I should have did that? It's because you have to adjust your energy. The energy in you, the energy you give off, the energy you attract, the energy around you. Come on, don't make me preach canvas. The energy around you, the things you allow around you. I've been very nice lately. It's my cucumber and lemon water. Ooh, refreshing in the morning. I've been nice to people who I know really can't handle me. What do you mean? I mean, they can only handle me in little bits. We're coaching this morning. They can only handle little doses of me because a lot of me is too much. Oftentimes when people feel like you just too much, I'm gonna help Trish right quick. When people feel like you're too much, I can't handle you, just too much. Come on, Trish, you just big in every way. It's because they are addicted to small. See, I was trying not to cross that line. They are addicted to little. And so they can't handle the energy that you give off. And so I'm at this place now where I don't even want to be around small people. See, small does not mean your size. It means your capacity to move. It's your energy. Remember, emotions is energy and motion. Just because you have energy, if you're not going to move with it, you're going to be mad at people who move quick and who are able to move and make things happen because they have energy and motion. And then you get mad at them because they make moves. And then because you don't, now you're hating on them. You're really not hating on them. Those are not your haters. Those are your high rafter cheerleaders. Here we come, Maria. Your high rafter cheerleaders are people who can't be close to you. I'm trying to be nice. Coach, come on. Just coach. They can't be nice to you because they are afraid that you will cause them to have to push beyond their own limit. Come on, Dr. Torrance Porter. Man, I enjoyed you yesterday. They would have to. So what they do is they go way up high in the stands, hoping you won't see them. And they're watching because they wish they were where you are. You don't have to envy people to wish you were where they are. You need to connect with people to get to where they are. Yeah, they're high rafter cheerleaders. They're hot. They go way up in the rafters and cheer you on. Hey, Ashley Ford. She said, people like living inside boxes and get mad at you for living outside the box. You're so true. And so what you have to do is, you have to decide it doesn't really matter. And you have to just keep moving in a fresh energy. You have to keep moving. I thought you were talking about breaking barriers. You are breaking barriers because you won't open yourself up to live free outside the box because of people afraid. People will say inside the box. Let me tell you something. I told y'all I no longer have circles. I try and create relationships with individual people. And I find out that some people, listen to me carefully, only have relationship because of being around people. There are people who like being around people, so they get around people to be around each other. But they can't keep or create genuine one-on-one relationships because they're underdeveloped in relationships. Y'all didn't get that. They're underdeveloped. So when you understand that level of development, My music just went kind of crazy. When you understand that level of development, it positions you to understand sometimes you can just keep moving and let them catch up later. You got to be able to pull the trigger on some things. You got to do it quickly. That's the energy you have to have. There's some things you can't think about. I'm going to mess with Deja, Geraldine, tell her I said it. There's some things you don't have time to process. There's some things you got to look at the expectation that you have. When you expect something, you don't have time to process it. When it shows up, you can't process it. You can't process everything because the time you spend processing, you'll find out that you've lost something. You'll want a car on a parking lot and you'll say, I'll come back and get it next week. And you come back and it's sold. You want a particular house they're selling. A man shows us a house and say, look, we'll take $80,000 off the house. It's a spec home. Carlos taught me. It's a spec. I'm talking about your financial barriers. I'm giving you real talk about how to break them. It's a spec home. They put everything in it. They upgrade it and do it the way they want to do it. They show it for a month, but you buy it at a lesser rate because they designed it and you didn't. And we'll give you like $70,000 off the home if you buy this home because it's a spec home. Listen, what is what he's saying? He's saying we will give you $75,000 off this house if you let us design it for you, and you buy what we've made. Sounds good at the beginning. I told my wife, now if I wanted to just buy a home, then that would be fine because I'm getting $75,000 off of all of the upgrades they've done and how they've done it. But if I know the house I'm building now is custom for me, then you can't pay me $75,000 to distract me from building my dream. Can I be messy? Warren Buffett says a salary is a bribe for you ignoring your dream. I'm gonna make people real mad about going to work this morning. He said the salary they pay you is a bribe for ignoring your dream. I'll pay you a salary and give you 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day so you will never invest in your own dream. And most of us sign contracts to do just that. Hey, Sydney, we sign contracts to ignore our dream. Next month, we're going to battle with the contract. Next month, we're going to battle with the dream. We're going to discuss next month. April is going to be spring cleaning. We're going to spring clean ourselves. We're going to go in and talk about the business within. That's the spirit thing, the thing that God's given you to find out, what can I do with this salary? Can I take this salary and build the dream that God has placed inside of me? Or am I ignoring the dream because I'm comfortable with the bribe? I'm going to leave that to you. Okay, I got to go. So listen, I was on for 30 minutes. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Y'all so crazy this morning. It's amazing. I feel the energy, y'all. It's a fresh energy. I plan on shaking you up for the weekend. So again, my wife told me, no, honey, we can't buy a home. Because she knew that I would probably go and sign for the home. I did it for my first Mercedes. I did it for one of my other cars. Just wake up and say, let's go buy a car. You know, my last few cars were bought because of favor when I got there. But every time I went, there was a problem with the old car. You changing the oil I learned that from my old bishop. He took a Lincoln in to get an oil change and came home with a Navigator. He took a Navigator in and came home with a Lexus. He took a Lexus in and came home with a 430. He take them in to get cleaned or get serviced and come home with a new one. Even before he passed, he told me, he said, Dex, don't tell my wife, I got this new Mercedes coming home. It's going to have the top down. He said she won't like it right now, but when she get in it and can let her hair fly, she'll like it. Because he's always looking forward. Are you looking down or looking forward? Let's talk about breaking your financial barriers. I got to go. Oh, none of that was in my lesson, y'all. I felt y'all just needed some open this morning. Thank you, First Lady. I just wanted to kind of get y'all somewhere. So once you get in your head that you can't process too long, because you'll miss some things. There's some things. Now, listen, let me help you. I don't allow people to tell me, you got to buy this today and today only. I then go, you shouldn't have said that. I learned it from my apostle. He says, you shouldn't have told me that because now you can't dictate what I do with my money today. Now, if you tell me it's a deal for today, when I come back, I ask for the same deal. Because if you could do it yesterday, you can also do it today. After all, listen, I want you to type this out. Don't type the first words. After all, type this. It's my money. Come on. Don't let anybody control your money. One thing about my coaching that's different, and I'm going to just say it. I'm going to say it, Canvas. I'm going to say it and put it out here. A lot of people don't want to pay for coaching because they think, hey, you're charging $150, $200 a class. One thing about me that people will learn and understand. I've never tried to get your money. I've always tried to make you money. Hey, Mabel. Hey, Chris, I got you. I see you, Eric. I see you, Canvas. I've always shown people how to make money. And here's the problem people have. People are so in their head, they want to argue or fuss, or because they're so much in pride, they don't want to follow anybody else's instructions. Now, I've watched pastors, people, men, women, preachers, friends, say no to advice, and then a month later, change the phrasing and the color, and now the flyer is out, or now they're doing the exact same thing without saying, that's right, I appreciate you. Here's Bible. Be careful how you build on another man's foundation. There are some things you just can't get for free. You have to seed to get certain things and harvest. Doesn't mean money. It just means even appreciation. And I'm at this place where I can't be around people who don't appreciate reality. What do you mean? You want people to appreciate you. I'm trying to help you break your financial barriers. We're on the way. You want people to appreciate you, but you yourself are not an appreciative person. You find reasons to not appreciate others because you feel like somebody owes you something because of something. You're on your way nowhere fast. Running fast, going nowhere. It's the wrong energy you're giving off. It's the wrong energy you attract. I've never said, I just want your money. Now, yes, I've given you a fee, and the fee has probably been higher than you normally would pay for anything. It's funny. You want money, you want more money than you've ever received, but you're not willing to invest more money than you've ever invested. That's when I know you're not ready. So the reason why sometimes it's high, it's because running in place. I like that. The reason why the fee is high is so you won't waste my time, and so you yourself will understand that you're going to be accountable to your money. But my goal has always been to show you a different avenue. I'm never saying your idea is not good. Hear me very well. When I'm breaking your financial barriers, I'm always trying to get you more. But you'll find when people want to get more, but don't want to give more, you'll find that's not good ground. Okay, I gotta move. Oof. Once you get that in your head, you'll learn 3 ways to quickly monetize. See, I'm always trying to teach you how to do things. You'll exchange your time for money. Whatever it is that you are good at, whatever it is that you are amazing at, whatever it is that you find easy to do that others cannot do, that's where your 6 figures are. I had 4 phone calls yesterday that were all phenomenal, like mind-blowing, with 2 clients and then 2 people who thought they were calling me as clients that I actually locked in contracts with. Not because they're clients, but because they're so good at what they do. It's like God sent them thinking they needed me when I need what they do professionally. Oh my God. It was amazing. Hey, Teresa, it was amazing. I got on the phone with one gentleman at 9:03. Come on, Trish. 9:03. And I got off the phone at 11:17. And not a dead moment. Everything was preparing for 2021. Everything was already in place. Everything I've asked God for 2 years ago, all dropped in my lap in one. I told y'all last week, I've been hearing God clearly. He's not been talking as much word as he is in demonstration and manifestation. And what people will do, instead of saying, this person is hearing from God, they're moving with God, and they can help me, people will sit in the corner and talk about me. And I smile. What's up, fam? I see New Beginning. Talk about me. I smile because here is how you know people talk about you. Can I help y'all? I want to help you in breaking financial barriers, because some of you won't break your barrier because of people around you. Watch this. I do energy. I'm going to just tell you, prophetically or naturally, how you want to look at it. I do energy. And so when you have certain energy, and then I see you with this person, and then tomorrow your energy is totally the opposite, you have a problem. Yeah, that means you're weak. You bend easy. You can't smile with me one day, and then you get with a person, then all of a sudden you don't know how to act with me. And then you think you can say to me, everything is fine. I'm good. And I'm reading your energy, and your energy is horrible. And then eventually your energy exposes you to you. You start feeling like, I just don't feel good. I don't know. I'm just this, I'm just that, because I'm reading your energy. And I know, watch this. I know you're not getting your energy from me, because I always give off high energy. So anyone who's around me for any period of time and even returns and comes back and around me and your energy is low, I know somebody is zapping your energy. Watch this. Even when you're coming to where I am, you would know I'm about to get a word. I'm about to get excited. I'm about to get some energy or some time. I'm about to learn how to make some money. So your energy goes up. If that does not happen, it's because somebody has infiltrated your engine that allows you to connect to energy that blesses you. And because you believe, watch this. Let me go further. When a person can control you when they are not around, you know, when your friend can mess up your mind as to where you are not around a certain person, and when you're around them, you act like the friend and not yourself, then I realize you are the weaker party. You don't have your own opinion. So you are not a relationship compatible person. I can't have relationship with you. Here comes Bible study, because you're not really you. You're a replica of them. How did I get here? Why? Because before you can monetize your life, you have to be you. Before you can exchange your time for money, it means what you do well, what you like to do for money, until you can manifest what it is you like to do, not what they say you can do. See, what I do is I tell you what I see. Help me, Trish. I tell you what I see. Help me, Canvas. I tell you what I see. Help me, Maria. I tell you what I see and how I see it, so you can get a bigger picture of you. And I've talked to people for free and tell them what I see, and they say, well, no, that's not really me. And I smile and laugh, because they never become them, because they are replicas of somebody else. They have a vision of seeing themselves where somebody else is. So they never really see who they should be becoming. Can I move? So here's how you monetize things. You exchange your time for money. Now you have to do it in such a way it builds your dream, because in a job, you're already exchanging your time for money. But are you taking your money to build your dream? Or taking your money to buy what you settle for? That's number one. Number two, you have to sell something that makes you money. Like I do jewelry. It's fun for me. It's my pastime. It's my fun. It's become a business, but you have to sell something that makes you money. You don't sell something to say you own something. You don't buy something that costs $500 and sell it for $300 just to say you own a company or a business if you're not making a profit. You must sell something that make you money. You got it? Number three, you must invest in assets that pay you. Invest in something. Invest in something. And to invest in something, you have to have that quick wit about it. Like, for example, I didn't know what shot I was getting, but I learned something in getting my shot. I learned that Texas is 29 million people. If you hear me very well and understand the power of this, type in 29. Just 29. 29. I want you to go with me. 29. Okay? Type in 29. I'm just making sure you connect with me. I'm giving you some connection. I'm giving you a different power. I'm not talking to the lazy you. I'm not talking to the insecure you. I'm talking to the you that's ready to break financial barriers. Watch this, Emery Shelvin. Emery Shelvin, you're about to laugh. You and your wife. Come on, Geraldine. 29. Dexter, you're gonna trip out on this. 29 million people in Texas. Only 10% have taken the shot, which is actually 2.9 million. Are you following me, Tisa Collier? 2.9 million. That means there are 27 million left. Let's say 7 million don't even take it. There are still 20 million people left to take the shot. Okay, get the vaccine. So once I got the vaccine, I realized there's something major about it. I pulled the trigger. I came home and bought a bunch of shares of Pfizer. What did you do with your stimulus? I tithe. Number one, which blessed everything else. Number two, I seeded. Yeah. Number three, I bought stock. I bought Pfizer. So I own Pfizer. So as the rest of the 20 million just in Texas, as the other cities start to release their cities to go back to full capacity, they're going to be taking the shot. When they do, God bless you. I also bought quite a few shares in United because they had dropped, because people were not traveling. Now, as the shot comes forth, you can now travel. As the summer comes forth, you can now travel. Now, my stock went up overnight. And you can't process it. You can't spend time thinking about it. What am I going to do? No, so now I'm sitting on quite a few shares of stock that I made money in like a week or 2 or 3 days. Because I found something to invest in that pays me. Okay, I got to move. I got to go. I'm past my time. Okay, I'm going to go. I got to go. You have to realize that change can be real for you. Most of you don't like change because you have told yourself that you are doing good. You told yourself that you are doing well. You told yourself, watch this, that you're doing better than somebody else. Let me help you. When you surround yourself with weaker people, in order to be better, you must move your surroundings. It's easy to be better when you know who you surrounded yourself with. All of your best friends are people who are a little less than you in finance, a little less than you in wisdom, a little less than you in knowledge. I have specialty people in my life. I have people who are amazing at what they do when I don't know what it is. But you cannot ever come and tell me how to do what I do because I'm going to master what I do. So when you offer me something around what I do, you better know what you're talking about. And you better have heard from God. Because if you don't, I'm going to eat you alive. Because I know now you're only in your pride trying to give me an answer that you don't have manifestation of. So I'm in my field. Oh, I know how to do what I do. And I told God, I'm ready last week. When God started answering me, I say, I'm ready. I'm now about to show you how I can live. I've lived with you. Now, I'm getting ready to live with my wife. I'm getting ready to live ahead of you. Why? Because as your leader, I must go on ahead. I've been with you long enough. And those who have been around, you had the chance to be with me. You've had the chance. Hey, Coach Janine, you had the chance to be around. You've had the chance to huddle. You've had the chance to learn, chance to grow, chance to connect. And what you did with it showed me where you should be when I move forward. It's not an issue for me. You have to be okay with people who can't handle your bigness. You have to be okay with people who cannot handle. I'll go back to it. The reason why you're around people who are less than you is so when you go to bed, you can feel good about yourself. When in reality, you should get around some people who are going to challenge the status quo of your life. Yeah, come on. You should get around people who are going to say, you got to do something else. You should get around people who are going to say, come on, do something better. And you shouldn't get offended by people who want to see you do better. You should be excited about somebody who sees better in you. Instead, your insecurities will take over and your pride will kick in and make you think that you're already there. When really you can't be there because you don't have the wisdom to be there, nor the capacity of faith to stand. I got to move. So you have to be able to make changes and make things happen quickly. You got it? So you monetize your life. Because when you realize that change can be real for you, then here's the first thing you got to do. You got to tell yourself I can say this. No matter where I am, I can see where I'm going and go where I am. This must change now. You got it? Number one, this must change now. Woof. That's it, Geraldine. So this must change right now. If where I am is not getting me where I want to be, this must change now. Watch this. Number two, I'm not going to blame it on this. Full house responsibility means I must change this now. If this is not going to change, I must change now. Number three, I'm almost through Canvas. I have to tell myself this. Yeah, that's it, Geraldine. Number one, this must change now. Right now. It must change now. And I have to work on that change. When I see that's all there is, you got it? After this change has happened, then I must change now. I can't blame it on anything else. I must change now. And you got to surround yourself with people who are excited about change. I must change now. Yeah. Come on, coach. That's it, coach. I must change now. I can't do what I did before. You got it? Number three, I have to tell myself, I can change. Because some people say, well, leopard can't change his spots. I can change. Now, I can do it. I can change this. I can change that. I can change me. I must change. And you have to believe that your finances can change. Some of you say, everybody's not meant to be rich. I never said rich, but you can be better. You can be better. Because when you break the barriers that you've set, that's blocking you, you can approach things differently. Listen, Dr. Torrance Porter, as we approach Resurrection Week, we have to deal with the resurrection of dead things. Dead people, dead relationships, dead responsibilities, dead credit, just everything dead. So today I came just to deal with the resurrection of your belief system about yourself. Because that's where most of your barriers come from. The negativity in your own belief system. I don't want to talk about the negativity. I want to talk about how to break it. I don't want to talk about what you went through as a child. I want to talk about breaking every barrier. I don't want to discuss who left you. I want to discuss where you're going and who you're going with. I don't want to have long conversations about what you lost. I want to evaluate what you lost and help you to win. See the difference in our conversations? I can tell your path by your conversation. I don't want to discuss who was not in your life, what was not in your life. I don't have time for that. Our time is valuable. We're trying to move forward, not validating our past. It's time for you to push past the limits of your life. Push past what's been blocking your personal transformation. You're missing out on your favor. You're missing out on your promotions. You're missing out on your spiritual empowerment. And you're missing out on your financial harvest. And you're blaming everything behind you while you're not focusing on what's in front of you. So today is the most significant time in your life right now at what time is it? At 7:33. 7, God's number, 33, Jesus' age of major empowerment and turn. Come on. 7:33 is the most significant time in your life, in the point of your entire life, that I want to see God breaking walls for you. Literally, God with a sledgehammer breaking the walls. What are your walls? Your walls are your walls of your memories. The things that you revert to when it comes time to move forward. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 11 says, as he spoke that day, my heart overflowed with the golden memories of God's goodness to me, which means when he spoke, I had memories of what God could do for my life, which means he has always been a magnificent provider. So I let myself off the hook. He is the heavenly Father who cares for me. So I don't care who don't care. He's the God who pursues good for me and tells me what to pursue that I can recover all. Watch this. He even schedules my miracles. I think they're a miracle, but he already knows what he's going to do. He schedules my miracles and he wants increase for me. I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. He says, I want increase for you. So listen, I want to give you one warning on our way out, and I hope you're ready. Because here's the warning. There is an angry allegiance against people who love to understand and live in the faith and prosperity of God. It's the devil, it is Satan himself who's entered in, and insecure others who will not trust God beyond their barriers and will hate on you when you do. And you have to break your financial barriers. See, even right now, real Christianity is the target as a demonic plot to destroy financial power and strength. The world system is to destroy the financial power and strength of God and your faith, to make you trust in nothing but a one world system. Trust the government. There is no God. In God we trust, which means the government, it meant the God of the government. It does not mean the God of our salvation. It meant the government. What God wants you to do is really move. He wants you to move forward in a direction beyond where you are. Move and prepare after this Passover and resurrection for the greatest season of your life. He's brought you through the pandemic. You're still coming through it, but he's bringing you through it and allowing you to see it differently. So now what you have to do is decide, I must go with God. Okay, yeah. In your spirit, when you tap into the conqueror in your belief system, which means there's nothing I cannot overcome with God on my side. Nothing I cannot overcome. Our problem is there's some things we see that we can't master. But because I can't master the small does not mean I cannot conquer the big. Okay. The widow at Zarephath was impoverished. She didn't have nothing else but some meal. Her son, they were facing their last meal. Watch this. Listen carefully, and I'm done, y'all. I gotta go. But a man of God enters the picture. Here's the recipe for change in your life. She has nothing left but a meal for her and her son. I'm reading y'all comments, y'all. They're so good. Listen, she has nothing left, Shawanda Parker, but a meal for her and her son. She's trying to find wood to prepare the meal. Watch what happens. Recipe is a man of God enters the picture. Faith and her obedience gave birth to divine favor. The man of God, he gave some instructions. Her faith and her obedience gave birth to divine favor. You think divine favor was the blessing? No, divine favor was being in the presence of help and hope. I got to go. I feel like preaching now. I'm not doing it. We going on. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock for 6:30 for worshiping the word. But because of the fact of her faith, a man of God, and her obedience, it gave birth to divine favor. It gave birth to her being in the presence of help and hope. After her obedience and joining with the man of God by making the cake, divine favor gave birth to a miracle. The miracle was already planned because before he got there, he told him, go see a widow woman. She's going to be there to help you. So the miracle was already planned. What you have to do is make the choice to obey God now. Move beyond what you think you know now. Can I get through? Oh man. Listen, see, our grandparents taught us survival. And what we did, Geraldine, we took what was survival and then tried to make it, or basically made it look like success. We're proud. Child, y'all don't know what we did. We was young. We used to put bologna in the skillet. And you're wearing survival, barely making it, not enough, as a badge of honor. You haven't had syrup sandwiches. Wow. As a badge of honor. When our parents were trying to keep us from seeing that we were in survival mode. And now God has blessed us, and we still wear survival as success. So then we don't have a picture of what real success looks like. I was talking to some people yesterday that were telling me their prices and what they charge for things and what's going on. And I said, you've been around traditional people too long. I mentioned churches. I really did. I said, that was the blessing of God moving me to the apostle I'm under now, to show me that there's more than where I've been. Because if I only try and reproduce what I've seen in a better light, I'll still be reproducing something and mastering something that's really irrelevant. If I haven't gotten around people who are producing better, more, and different. And so they taught us survival, and we wear it as success. That's why I have a good fee on what I do. Because if I don't charge you, you don't know the true value of it. You just get it. That's why I look at, so I'm never mad about people who don't come to my class or don't take it. I'm only frustrated when you see somebody else doing what you want to do, and then you want to come to me to give you the same help that you denied first. Then I know you're not really serious about winning. You only want a result without doing the work. Your sacrifice and your willingness to sacrifice exposes and develops your belief system. Because sometimes you have to change your belief system. You have to make adjustments. Okay, Bible. Moses' model of life got him through the wilderness, but it wouldn't get him into the promised land. Some of you have a Moses mentality, but you never shift to Joshua. You get through some things. You get through hardest of times. You lose people in your life. You lose friends. You lose jobs. You lose money. You lose family. You get through that. But for me, that's not enough. I must get into the promised land. I must get to the big grapes. And some of you will never get there because your mindset is, I'm better than everybody else. At least I made it. And making it through something is not making it to something. You can never get this with a that model. So what do? I have to shatter my model and recreate what I need. I told you the other week, how do I do it? By sowing a different seed. By sowing an aggression seed. A different seed means something different than what I've been doing. Do something totally different. And then an aggression seed means something that goes against what I'm dealing with. And then an offensive seed is something that makes everything and everybody around me think I've lost my mind. Because real success requires a lot. Real success, Trish, it requires correction, which means whatever I'm doing wrong, it fixes it or it tells me what's wrong. It requires coaxing, or coach, how you say it? I can't pronounce it. I know what it means. It means pushing somebody beyond. Then it requires coaching, somebody that sees something in you that sees beyond what you see. Got it? So to become this person that breaks financial barriers, you have to move beyond what you thought. John Maxwell says it like this. You have to make sure that the right things in your life help you to overcome the wrong things. That's it, Tisa Collier. I just can't say it. My mouth starts tripping. When I feel myself in a stutter, I thought there's too many C's, but yeah, that's it right there, right? That's it right there, y'all. Y'all can say it. My mouth, when I start saying correction and coaching, my mouth, so I move on. But here we go. So he says, make sure the right things in your life help you overcome the wrong things. Because maturity is not developed by what you do good. Maturity is often developed by how we deal with our losses. Yeah, maturity is developed by when I evaluate my losses and then I become a winner, then I become mature because I realize what I've been through. So listen, I gotta let y'all go. Monday, March 22nd, I'm dealing extensively with breaking your financial barriers. I'm extensively with it. Yes, there's a cost. If you're interested, inbox me. I don't want to keep y'all here too long. It's been a minute. We've been on here going, and I'm excited about it, but you have to learn how to handle your losses. How you handle your losses determine if you win anyway. What do you mean? Again, it's your energy. You have to stay excited to attract wealth to you. You have to stay excited to break financial barriers. You can't be sad about everything breaking. You can't be sad about people leaving. You can't be sad about things not working. See, I tell people all the time, you can't have a mention. You can't talk about certain things. Some things you have to do. Because if you don't master keeping yourself excited, you will never prosper. You won't prosper. Because, see, prospering is not money. Prospering is a mentality. And you can't have prosperity and be sad and woe is me. You have to keep yourself inspired. You have to keep yourself with energy. Come on, Trish. Because if you know how to keep yourself inspired, then you can move swiftly to your goals. Yeah. You got to recognize something. I got to go. Listen, Monday, inbox me. Monday's going to be phenomenal. 2 hours. Oh, man. 2 hours, 7 to 9. We're gonna be on Zoom. You can see me. You can ask questions. But you got to recognize who in your life is offering an opportunity and who is an opportunist. What do you mean? There's some people in your life just trying to get something from you. Then there's some people in your life who's trying to get things to you. You got it? They're trying to get things to you, and you have to recognize the difference. Because if you don't, the opportunist makes things look like they're too good to be true. The person offering opportunity is going to always offer you process, instructions, and an opportunity to push past where you are. If you don't know what it is, you'll always end up with somebody taking something from you and not giving you equal value back. Can I close this? March 22nd, Monday, 7 o'clock, Monday. See, I'm not interested. I'm in somewhere now because most people are too busy to make money. Most people are too busy to make money. If you have been out the whole pandemic, if you have been at home 3 months out of the pandemic, if you have been at home 6 months out of the pandemic, and you've not found a way to make money, you are underdeveloped. I'm being nice. You're not ready to be wealthy because you wasted major time. Yep. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I say that. People are too busy to make money. Watch this. Some people are too busy at work to make money. Geraldine, I'm not through. I got one more punchline for you. One more punchline. Watch this. If you slow down, you can begin to break your financial barriers. You got it? If you slow down just a little bit, you can see where your money is. Type this, please. On the way out, type this. Pick the one you want to type. Money is plentiful. Or you can type, money is everywhere. Or you can type, money is coming. Whichever one blesses you. Let me show you what I meant when I said you're too busy to make money. Because it's everywhere. Y'all ready? We've experienced COVID. It's been flu season. It's been cold. I see you, Mike. It's been cold. People have sinuses, which haven't been as bad right now. I see y'all. Are y'all ready? I'm going somewhere. They've had all this. Watch this. I'm going to help somebody. I want y'all to see this after y'all finish typing. Are y'all ready? If you sneeze, somebody makes money because you are seeking and looking for tissue. Y'all missed it. People who paying attention realize I'm finna invest. Okay, for example, I was sitting in line at the Smart Financial Center and looking at hundreds and thousands of cars lining up, and I went, you have 10 booths and they're getting the shot and waiting 15 minutes and leaving, and this continues all day, I'm like, somebody's making money. So because I slowed down, I realized, Geraldine, I need to have stock in what everybody needs right now. It's become a natural commodity. Everybody needs the vaccine. Some people don't need it, but they have to get it. So I invested in what people needed. Again, somebody sneeze, you reach for Kleenex. So guess what? Somebody just made money, because when you're out of it, you're gonna buy more. What are you passing by every day that somebody needs, and you're just too busy to pay attention to what God is talking to you and showing you about? If I can't create it, can I invest in it? You got to move beyond the barriers you created. You created a job and career that makes everybody wealthy except for you. So then, are you willing to manage your money enough to take that money and create the dream that's next month? Bless the dream that's birthed inside of you. That's it. Money is plentiful. In Jesus' name. Listen, so but before you can go to building the business within, you got to break the barriers. You don't want to build a business, here I come again, Geraldine, because your family said you can do this, or your family said you can't do it, or some of y'all ex got money, so now you got to buy a car because they bought a car. You got to buy a house because you're letting somebody else control your money. You got to let they bought your ex baby daddy, baby mama bought something, so now you got to buy something to compare to them, and now they're making you spend your money because you're the weaker vessel in that relationship. They do something you have to do. You think you have to do better, when all the time better is not doing when, it's doing after. Better comes after. Yeah, you bought 2019, you bought 2020. I didn't buy anything. You laughed at me. You talked about me. I'm driving the 2015. You laugh at me. You talk about me. You make jokes about me. You throw slow slugs about me. You wake up and I'm in a 2022. And you're wondering, how did I get there? Now you hating on me. You reveal who you were in the first place. Enemies don't become enemies overnight. They were enemies in the friend zone a long time ago. You just need the proper energy to force it out. This is Life Pastor Kyle. I'm pushing you beyond your barriers financially, faithfully, in every area of your life. I want to see you free, and I want to see you win. Again, if you're interested, Monday, March 22nd, Monday night at 7 o'clock. The lobby opens at 6:45. You'll get your link about 6:30, and you can come in. There is a fee. There is a fee. There is a fee. It's going to be 2 hours of Zoom, push and drive. Same things you've heard these Fridays. It won't be a lot of different things, but you'll get extensive conversation about it to understand. We will dialogue so you can have clarity on building your life and getting yourself to an area where you break financial barriers, where you can see everything from a money vision, everything from how to excel, how to execute, how to make that thing work. This is Life Pastor Kyle. I am supernaturally excited about your life and seeing you win. See, the energy I have, I push it into you. I pull it from you and create the best you've ever seen. Why? Because that's what I've been gifted to do. So I use my gift to give it, and I use my gift to receive from what God has for me. I'm excited about your life. I know it's been a good morning. It's been a rough month and a rough year, but now this morning, go out today and do well. Bless somebody. Take your energy to somebody and be a blessing to them. Be careful. Don't ignore somebody who God's given to you to bless your life. You may miss the energy exchange. This is Life Pastor Kyle. Look forward to seeing you in my inbox or in my DM, trying to figure out how to register. I made the investment. Take my time to invest in going through life for you. Why don't you make the investment in yourself? This is Life Pastor Kyle and the journey to a winning anyway life. We're on our way somewhere. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace.